Don't
No, I
worry.
have a broken finger, so
Yes,
thanks.
we're just
Oh my
addressing
gosh.
Shane's broken finger.
Yeah. Shot the whole season with a broken finger and just had surgery, and it looks worse than it did before.
Oh,
No, it
man.
looks great. Just
Let's see it
compliment
again.
How great my finger looks.
Oh, you
Tony,
poor
one
thing.
moment before Tony,
Yeah.
one moment before we get started. Team on the ground, can we just pull out on the shot a little bit?
Just gonna-
I sit too
Thank
far
you.
forwards, maybe?
Thank you.
You're a very tall human. That's why.
Yeah.
All right, we're all set. Thanks, everybody.
You are
No,
married
that's okay.
now.
No,
That's
we didn't know each other before, but I mean, we definitely know each other now. I've been working together for 8 years, and we got on pretty much from the start.
Feels
didn't
like
we?
brother
So,
and sister, maybe.
yeah, we have our moments.
Yeah.
man.
But yeah, we definitely know each other very well now. It's all like a big happy family.
excuse my stumble there. Sophia, tell me a little bit about Brianna and how she has evolved over the 7 seasons.
I mean, she has come a very long way. I think when we first met Brianna, she was a teenager. She was really struggling with her own identity and a lot of loneliness in life, struggling with her dynamics with her parents. And now she's become a mother herself. So I think she has a newfound understanding of what that entails. And she's just really grown up. She's matured a lot and she's done a lot of work on herself. And she's gotten through some really difficult times and just come out of it stronger than ever.
And Richard, your background is a lot in live theater. How does that affect your character playing in a series like this? I mean, is it you can't use broad muscles, on a television series?
No, I mean, no, you can't. Yeah, they're two very different formats. They're two different mediums. Theatre and television require two very different skill sets. So, I mean, it's the same for a lot of actors. You'll find that most have theatre experience and television. I suppose often you lean more one into the other, but they're very different games, very different ballparks for each. So, they can help each other out a bit, but you kind of have to have your own skill set prepped for each.
And
I
Sophie,
think it helps when, and obviously on this show, we sometimes move quite quickly, don't we? Or there's a lot of scenes where you need to hit a lot of marks, and sometimes having theatre background helps with that. You
Yeah.
don't always necessarily know that it's helping, do you? Until you see
No.
people who haven't done theatre, and you can see it.
Not
just
that
put you in
I'm
good
hitting
stead.
many marks in theatre though, but I see what you mean. Yeah.
and Sophie, coming from the world of dance, do you hear rhythms and cadences in characters that you take on?
Yeah, I think more in terms of their body language, rhythm and cadence. I think especially in this show where you're going from, a time period where you wear a corset into whatever else, you definitely notice the difference in body language. And I think that's always been very helpful in terms of being able to change your character just in terms of their demeanor and the way they hold themselves.
And
You have striking posture on the show. Yeah, you look great.
Thanks.
On a daily
Straight.
basis. You do. She holds herself well.
tell me a little bit about Roger and how he's gone through his evolution.
He has gone through his evolution in many ways. Obviously, now he's looking to be, he's trying to find his place in his world. He's very keen on astronomy, which is something that we see him look into quite quickly. He's a bit of a stargazer, as we know. So he's obviously his now engineer wife
Yeah.
helps him along with that. And yeah, we just see him change, a bit of a chameleon at times, and you just never know where that's going to take a character on a TV show like this to you. So yeah.
Sophie, in our final moments, how does costuming inform your character?
I think the costumes are a really interesting character themselves, I think, in the show, because with the time travel, when Roger and Brianna and Claire go back in time, they have to change their demeanor, they have to change how they speak.
Their clothes.
Their clothes.
Yeah.
So any tells that would give them away as futuristic people, which would be seen as witchery or sorcery, they really have to almost be actors themselves and really try to ingrain themselves in that world and not give themselves away. So wearing the costumes like the corsets and things, I think does a lot of the work for Brianna in terms of, like we were saying, how she holds herself, how she moves. Whereas, she might have a lot more of a modern stance and way about her had she not been so constrained in that. So it helps the character.
Our final question goes to Richard. Tell me a little bit about what you think audiences are going to take away from season 7.
A little. I think they're going to take away some real deep emotions. We explore a lot of themes and issues in season 7, and I think there's going to be a lot of catharsis, a lot of enjoyment, a lot of crying, a lot of laughing, a lot of happiness, and just a good time.
Yeah, I think so too. It's a great series, and congratulations on it. It's so well written, so well filmed. It's just beautifully done.
Thanks, appreciate
Glad
it.
you enjoyed
Thank
it.
you. Bye-bye.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
bye.